I'm Tomlyn Nicholson. This is Friday, February 6, 2026. William Stevenson, the ex-husband of former First Lady Jill Biden, has been charged with first-degree murder in the death of his current wife, Linda Stevenson, following a domestic dispute in their Delaware home in late December. He remains in custody after failing to post $500,000 bail with no immediate comment from Jill Biden's spokesperson. The search for Nancy Guthrie, mother of Today Show anchor Savannah Guthrie, entered its fifth day as authorities believe she was kidnapped from her Arizona home and is still alive. The FBI is offering a $50,000 reward for information leading to her recovery or the arrest and conviction of those responsible. Democrats are pushing for dramatic reforms to ICE operations as part of negotiations over Department of Homeland Security funding, threatening to block the bill unless changes like requiring judicial warrants and official identifications are implemented. Republicans are countering with their own demands, including proof of citizenship for voting and limits to sanctuary cities amid a looming February 13 deadline. The New START nuclear arms treaty between U.S. and Russia expires today, removing limits on strategic nuclear weapons deployments and increasing global risks. President Trump rejects an extension and seeks a new, modernized agreement that includes China to address its expanding nuclear capabilities. President Trump's criticism of Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell has led to a Department of Justice criminal investigation, with Trump nominating Kevin Warsh as Powell's replacement when his term ends in May. This development raises concerns about the Fed's independence from political influence, which is essential for economic stability. The U.S. and Argentina have signed a trade agreement to reduce tariffs, enhancing economic ties between the two nations led by ideological aligned leaders. The deal includes concessions aimed at boosting bilateral trade and strengthening their political alliance. The Justice Department defends President Trump's executive order narrowing birthright citizenship by arguing it restores the original 1868 meaning of the 14th Amendment Citizenship Clause, excluding children of non-permanent residents or those on temporary visas. The order challenged in the Supreme Court case Trump versus Barbara, where a district judge previously blocked its implementation for likely violating the Constitution. Democratic governors have jointly condemned President Trump's suggestion to nationalize elections, emphasizing the need for voting freedom from federal interference. The White House clarified that Trump referred to requiring proof of citizenship for voting, but he later reiterated federal oversight of state elections. President Trump launched TrumpRx.gov, a website designed to help Americans access discounted prescription drugs directly, addressing rising healthcare costs. The initiative is part of broader efforts to lower drug prices for patients amid economic concerns. Operation Metro Surge reached a new milestone with over 4,000 criminal non-citizens removed from Minnesota streets as part of enhanced federal immigration enforcement. The White House highlighted this achievement in ongoing efforts to deport individuals posing public safety risks. President Trump is prioritizing diplomacy with Iran ahead of talks in Oman, aiming for a deal that ensures zero nuclear capability for Tehran. However, the administration remains prepared for other options if negotiations fail to curb Iran's activities. The Trump administration proposes including a citizenship question in the 2026 census field test, amid efforts to adjust population counts for voting maps that could benefit Republicans. This move follows Trump's calls for a new census excluding non-citizens, potentially impacting redistricting. Federal grants totaling $1.5 billion have been cut to 4 Democrat-run states due to widespread waste and mismanagement, emphasizing a push for fiscal responsibility and accountability in government spending. California's high-speed rail project, costing taxpayers billions, is branded a total failure with stalled construction and new bills aiming to hide the embarrassing details from public scrutiny.